Yo, welcome to another session. I am in the midst of doing some menial stuff, but I'll get y'all in on that too. I am currently attempting to figure out what sessions I'm going to go to at KubeCon. Also figuring out where the music is. So there we go. All right, let me get this up over here on the screen for you. Here's KubeCon. I'm trying to figure out, like, how do you... There's a way to sign in. Schedule. And then, like, so when that comes up, I'm gonna do database, because I want to go to database sessions. That's all I want to hear about, really, in relation to Kubernetes this year. I want to know what people are doing for real about databases. Oh yeah, I needed to scroll to the bottom because the whole page had not refreshed. So when I did my search, now it'll take a second because this page is just like nightmarish if I remember. Yeah, see how long it took? That's because of whatever magic Ajax-y, JavaScript-y craziness is going on. It's tough. So let's do this one. And then this one. And then this one. Yep, here's another one. I think that's it. There's 4 sessions. That's it. So let's see if I can do this. Speaker. And this is kind of sign up or log in. Log in. I think I can just log in. Facebook? Seriously? Seriously, Linux Foundation? Facebook as your SSO? Not cool. Not cool at all. All right, so give me just a second here. We're gonna get logged in. All right, should be just a second more here. Almost in. Go joining the event. All right, now we're back in here. So what is this? I already did some some stuff here. I don't want that one. Why do I show up in there? Why is it showing? Oh, it's the whole schedule, I guess. Okay. So let's do database again. Want to do that one? And let's do this one. Hey, Codebase Alpha. How you doing? I'm just going through and setting up KubeCon real quick because I needed to get my schedule figured out. So just taking a look at the database sessions that are going to be happening. And I think I got them all selected. So then I go back and look at what by simple. Good to hear. All right, how do I just look at mine now? I don't know about this website. This is some crazy stuff. Oh, maybe there's like a, yeah, my schedule. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So 11:50. Okay, so that one I don't want to do. So let's refresh. There we go. So 11:50 and 2:25 on, I guess that's so Tuesday. Look over 2:25. So that's on at 11:50 a.m. and 2:25 p.m. All right, so now that I've done that, it is, can't do that one. Do these sessions are not the best time. So just take me a minute more here, and then now that I got that figured out, yep, it is code time. The music's a little up. I'm gonna crank that downward for you. So Codebase Alpha, how has the coding been going? I've been a little out of the loop and not been able to catch a lot of sessions lately. But I've been trying to do the VOD thing and catch up on everybody's stuff. And also just try to figure out, it's like there's a bombardment of new material kind of coming at us these days. I mean, we got AWS, we got Microsoft, we got all those jumping on the Twitch. So now it's like, holy smokes, all of it happening all the time. Oh man, that code seems a little. And also, how's the code readability on the screen? How is that for everybody? Yes, no, kind of crap. Oh, maybe I've been in sync with you then, because it's been about 2 or 3 weeks for me where I'm just swamped. 22, that doesn't look like 22. Oh, that's because this is not the right one. There we go. Yeah, it's a little bit better on screen now. Yeah, all right. Doing pixel shaders at the moment. Cool. So, oh, yeah, so speaking of upping the font size, how's that? That pretty cool? Let's see, what did I do? Okay, I'm gonna set up the config there. Excelente. All right, so yesterday we got this basic setup here. This is just a Cobra CLI. The next things that I wanted to do was to basically get this stuff written into the config, and I wanted to check Viper, I believe, on how to do that. Let's see here. So let's see here. I'm looking at one other thing real quick. Oh. All right, now I'm back in it. Okay, closing that down. I agree, Cobra and Viper are pretty cool names. Basically, this whole like language framework thing for CLIs. It's all G.I. Joe stuff, which is kind of hilarious. Octopus is taken though, isn't it? Octopus framework. I don't know if you. Yeah, octopus deploy. They got a great mascot. All right, let's see here. Those are like that. Viper, we got, I think we got it in here already because we're pulling in the configuration. Config key value store, right. Residence order. Flag, environment, config, key value store, default. Oh yeah, one thing I needed to go back to. Let's see, where did I added those in config so that they would be applied to all of the subcommands past config. So like, I don't know what happened to my bottom bar. I'm confused by that. Anyway, there's the terminal. Let's see, so we got, let's do build. All right, CLI config, help. Yeah, so we got key and value at this level. So any of the above commands, add, create, delete, or view, all will handle the passed in key or value. They will take a key and value. Which honestly, I need to get rid of these defaults. That's not good. How do I get rid of defaults? Just like this? Huh, okay. That's cool. Oh, yeah, don't ask me that again. Then mark required, flag required, key and value. Do I need to do this? Let's do this, actually. Or maybe I can do like a little helpers. Whoops. I should have put that in a folder. I'm going to put that in a folder. Directory, we'll call it helper. I love it did that. And then yeah, we just want to do like, that's here. Where'd I go? Funk. Actually, let's not do funk. Handle error. Function. Can I wrap it? Can I pass a? I'm actually not sure what I'm doing here. So can I handle a funk? Can I pass a funk? I mean, the function. pass function to function Golang. Right, so that makes that func. Right, passes variable. Func in string. What type add? Oh, do you define a type and then what the fruha? Whoops, get out of there. I don't know if that's gonna work. That seems crazy. So A is func. This is the signature of this thing. What if I don't know the signature of the function? And I just want to, oh shit, look at that. That's, oh, never mind. That ain't gonna work. Come back to that later. So this is like this. So then if not equal nil, then do a thing. Wait, not equal nil, do a thing. Okay, and this, let's just do that. Is that cool? I think that's okay. I'm gonna go with it for the moment. I don't even know what the heck this is. I'm just gonna go with that. Not handled. Sit key string. Yeah. I don't really know what those do. So then let's go back up to add. We're gonna get in here and do args, comma, args, let's hear, what is it? Is it, phooey. Arguments, arbitrary args, only valid args, maximum, an error if they're not exactly in positional args, exact valid args. That is what I want. So, yeah, args dot, is it command dot this? 2. No? Shoot. Oh, my app. So command Cobra. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. So let's build that. And let's go with CLI config add accepts 2 args, receive 0. Okay, so then we'll say that key this value. Uh-oh. So what happens if I build that? So maybe I do need to go here and then dot mark. Let's do the args here. Let's see what happens. Cobra dot okay, and a correct use is that. Then if I nuke one, but if I nuke both? Okay, let's put this in. Maybe I should just do valid, exact valid args. That's your dot. Anybody got any ideas on this? How you're supposed to use this? Exact valid mark flag required. See, that's not getting the frickin' arguments. I feel like I'm gonna have to write my own frickin' validator. And we'll just do that. What the heck? Okay, so let's hear. How do you write in Viper? Right. Will not overwrite the current flag. Safe write config. Okay. So let's go see what I got set for that so far. If we go into root, go down here, read in config, da 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 da. Set config file. So if we do read in config, okay. Cobra CLI samples is our config file, which let's see here. So it's found but another error was produced. CQL found is successfully parsed. Okay. Watch config. Viper supports the ability to have your application live read a config file while running. Gone are the days needing to restart. Good. Okay. Simply tell the Viper instance to watch config. Oh, do I have that going on? Let's get that in there. Okay. Init config, read config, and then watch config. There we go. Okay. So it doesn't really need to watch config though, because it's a CLI. It'll just pull up whatever's. Oh, that doesn't need to be in there. It's a CLI. It's gonna read the config on every execution when it needs it. So what is this? Viper writes current config predefined path set to da. What does this do though? I don't get this. Error equal. Whoops. If error is not equal to nil, then we're gonna command print line error. Oops. So we want to set path to my config. How do you just write to the config though? So let's read config. Oh, let's do this. Let's go and say if the key is not equal to config. No Viper. I basically want to look at all of the keys in the config file that we have so far. Actually, let's back up here. Let's jump into just the view and get a view of what the heck is in the config file. Copy that, build config view. Config view. Like so. So now I can just run it like this too. It should be quick. Yep, view called. And up here, all right. This doesn't really need anything. So let's see, Viper dot get string keys Viper bind flags. Okay. Yeah, all keys. That's what I want. Let's do that. Format dot print line. Just make sure we got all the keys in there. And I got nothing. Why? Why? Maybe this needs to be, let's do this. Where's my edit? Where's my rename? Oh, refactor, that's right. Rename dot YAML. And then What? Did it not do it? Let's, all right. When in doubt, open it up in the frickin' directory. Oh, yeah, of course. Don't do that, open it in terminal. There it is, so move dot Cobra samples to Cobra YAML. Yay, okay, I did it. Yeah, all right. So I'm gonna add that and then get back in here and let's add the .yaml. So maybe the library will know how to read it now. Okay, so execute, let's set up on initialize. Persistent flags, you can pass in a custom config. Let's do this, let's add another one. Oops. Boom, boom, boom. Dot custom config dot YAML. We'll add that. The value. Just testing. Something. This is a custom configuration with additional key value data. This, that, foo, var, whatever. Okay. So now we can take this bit, whatever comment. Yeah, I'm that guy. You can see it says right here it's a persistent flag. I don't like, I mean, you don't need it post facto unless you're just learning it, I guess. It's in config file environment variables if set. That's what init config means. It's just redundantly stating stuff. Find a home directory. That's also right there. That's what it says. Use config file, whatever. Da, 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 da. All right. Where is config file set? I don't think it is. You have not equal set this. Else home equals home dir, da 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 da. Okay, which is what we want. And then we add that config path, set config name to this. Okay, so come on. That should give us something, right? Nope, still empty. That's not cool. How is that? Damn it. Viper. Okay. Viper is a complete configuration solution for Go applications, including 12-factor apps. It is designed to work within an application. It can handle all types of configuration needs and formats. It supports these things. Right. Okay. Okay, we need to do this stuff for some of those things. Okay, we did that. Config path is set. Maybe I should do that. Read in environment variables to match. Okay. So it says not doing that. Right, have we? Come on. Where are my freaking watches? It's not watching things. All right, let's go here under the assumption that that's where it's getting to. Yeah, so home is home/Adrian. Air is Neil, whatever. So that's correct. Like I should be able to go to here now. Home is still that. Set config name. And let's run to this. Why don't I have add watch? Add to watches. Joy. Freaking A. Something always this week. Let's do this and let's restart real quick. Restarting for the plugins, that is. Stretching time is important. Got to keep the blood flowing. Cloud code. Okay, so what am I doing that is not working here? Something is up. Actually, I know it. Let's look at one of my other projects. So I got this other cool project called Twits. I'll just look at that real quick. Twits, new window. All right, so in that root, which it opened right up to, that's cool. So yeah, it looks pretty much the same. On initialize. Oh, I just do that. Let's do that. Let's see what happens. Let's just steal my other code and nuke this whole puppy here. Boom. But don't flip out on me like that. Oh, I see what I did. Let's actually rename it. I think that's a good idea. Yeah. Check. Oh, that was where I wrote helper files or helper functions to handle the error. Let's actually do that. Might streamline it a bit later, but here's helper, and let's put that puppy right there. Format front line. I feel like that should just go to log instead. We'll tweak it later. Helper. There we go. And then this should be, in this project, Cobra CLI samples. I'm gonna go with YAML. Did I spell that right? Yeah, okay. YAML config file. Oh, for environment, let's set this to Cobra CLI, or actually, we'll do this. Cobra CLI samples. And then we'll do, should we do that? Or should we do, yeah, let's do username, password. Or no, actually, let's do that. API key, API secret. And then we're going to do two more. Just for examples, right? Username, password. There we go. And then we'll want to take those, and we'll actually want to build this with the config. Ah, there it is. Environment. So let's add API key, and then let's add API secret, then username and password. All right, and all that's null at the moment, so let's do this. Let's put one here though. Adrian's my username and my password, Adrian's super secret password, right? There we go. No environment vars. Actually, let's see here. View defaults. That's what I need to do. Now over here though, did I do anything? Bind environment. I set no defaults though. Right? Check my other stuff. Main. Yep, no defaults there. Nothing in core twits, I don't think. All right, so that looks cool. Oh, and I need to put this in here. Oops, I got CFG file somewhere. Oh, there it is. All right, now we're getting somewhere here with this silly sample. Password, name, something, description, API key, secret key. All right, that is what we wanted. Okay, now with all that in there, so we got the keys. Let's go to view. We'll print them out. Format dot. Oh yeah, let's do this. Format print line. Viper dot. Can I do all keys and values? What's that gonna give me? Let's see. Map description. This is a sentence about some dealio or whatnot. Name, the value, something, and the date. Okay, so that's good. I'm gonna toss. Well, we'll do that in a second. So that's the settings in the config file. But then format.println viper dot all settings. How about decode? All right, that's pretty good for the moment. Fucking A. Marketing. Hey, Cameron B23. I am currently creating. So I've been working on creating a sample of the Cobra CLI framework for Go. Basically, creating a sample app that uses a lot of the functionality of the framework. So far, I got. Let's see here. Basically, I'm working around config right now. Yesterday, I added some flags so that when you go in, you run the add subcommand. You can see the different commands here, but you go in and you run each of the commands. They have various flags or other things that you need to set, and the Cobra CLI framework parses that for you. And then it also manages the Cobra Viper configuration part of the framework, which if we bounce over here, this is Cobra, the main kind of like root project. Cobra. And then Viper. Viper is just for the configuration management, like the configuration management of environment variables, configuration files, and things like that. This stuff. And I'm working through that right now, trying to set up some basic things. What I want to be able to do is read from a configuration file, write to a configuration file, and add or read from it, but also write new settings to it. And right now I'm in this space here, and I'm trying to figure out, oh, you know what, maybe it's just like, I don't need that open anymore. Add. All keys. So how do I... So if you're going to write it back out, right? You got this stuff. Reading from config files is useful, but at times you want to store all modifications made at runtime. For that, a bunch of commands are available, each with its own purpose. So I guess basically, okay, so if I go in and say viper.set set key string. Oh, okay, yeah, set the key to the value, and then viper.write config. Safe write config. Let's do write config. And then I keep getting distracted a little bit too by other people sending me messages related to stuff that doesn't have anything to do with productive technical inquiry. All right, so this is, let's see here, that. Well, heck, let's see what that does. Oh, that's add though. Let's do Alt F12 for the Alt F12 for the terminal. Okay, crap. What was I doing? I'm completely losing my mind here. That's the crux with when you're trying to stream and do something productive, like write some code, and then in the midst of that, you get messages which like don't take into account the things you have to do as a developer advocate, or the things you have to do as a software developer, or the things that you have to do as a technical person. Or someone that is given the responsibility to stay up to date with a ridiculous amount of things. And the purpose of them is to not stand around and just ramble about things, but actually to know detailed manifests and documentation and other things like that. When other people don't take that into account and try to utilize, for instance, me or someone in this type of role, as someone who's supposed to just stand there and go blah, it's very frustrating. So now I'm distracted because I'm pissed off. And that happens every once in a while. And let's say it's not me. Let's say somebody does that to someone else. Let's say they do that to someone who isn't in a privileged position like myself. They don't get a pushback. I get to push back by default in society. And I've done that. I've fought, matter of fact. Sometimes physically even in younger days. But it just bugs me. It just bugs me how not clear-minded some people can be when they're trying to push you around. I don't even need to be nice. I could just be an asshole all the time. But I'm nice. I choose to try to be respectful and hold honor between people. But anyway, I'm done being pissy now. Not like we have any expectations. I mean, hell, look at our fucking president. Yeah, on that note, I'm gonna what am I gonna do? Am I gonna finish this? Let's hear. Config, add, key, something, whatevs, value, this stuff. Did I not rebuild it? Oh, I just got to rebuild it probably. Sweet. Okay, let's use write config to overwrite. Write config. That's what I was using. Oh, this is the other thing I was doing. So let's do this. Let's derpity derp me. Oh gosh, I got the brutal hiccups. All right, so what did that do? Did that do it? Yes! That's what I wanted. I wanted it to write to the config, exactly like that. Now I also want to do, let's do a check though. Let's see here, if the key it's not equal to, wait, how do you, shoot. Can I loop it? Let's hear for var I equals 0, I is less than, let's hear Viper dot, I want keys, all keys dot length. I love that it fixes that. Then I plus plus, then bloop. Okay, something like that. Maybe not var. Ah! Well, you know, like I. Oh, I probably need to do this. Boom. Fixed it. Okay. So let's say existing key equals false. Okay, if Viper dot all keys. Oops. Come back here. I equals the key, then existing key equals true. Let's do this as a function. Extract to method. Find existing key. And then we're going to return we could do oh yeah, there we go. Okay. So that works now. That'll give us the key exists. If key exists, else format dot print line there we go. All right. So also, just to tell everybody, this is all going out to, where'd my GitHub go? All this repo is going out on GitHub under my account. I'm putting it under, let's see here, go to Adrian, and then, I gotta fix the pins on those repos. Cobra CLI samples is where this is going. Be sure to follow me here on Twitch. If you like the content, sub. That'll definitely help out. I would greatly appreciate that. And also, I'm gonna end up probably just donating it all to a charity anyway. So yes, this is the repo where all the good stuff is. We'll be adding all these samples here. As we go along, I'll flesh out the README more too. If anybody would like to see any particular samples with the Cobra or Viper frameworks, I would be happy to tweak them and add it to the sample project. Yep. So that's where all that stuff is going. And also, you can always follow me on Twitter at Adrian. If you don't like to deal with that shit, then just stick here at Twitch with me. And I'm on almost every day. I try to keep my events up to date. I haven't done so great lately, but I will be putting some more events in that list very soon. I got a conversation I'm going to be having with Abel Wang from Microsoft DevOps Dev Advocacy Team. That's going to be at 5:30 p.m. on October 22nd. So that's going to be a really cool conversation. We got a lot of stuff to talk about and a lot of metal to talk about. We do that kind of thing. We are that kind of thing. So, with that said, you know where all the things are. Be sure to follow. Be sure to subscribe. And with that, back into code. So let's see there. This key already exists. Yeah, so on this is add. On update, we'll do it where if the key exists, then that's fine. We're updating it. We're just going to overwrite it, right? Makes sense? So otherwise, format, print line, writing. Then what is it? It's here, the key. I feel like there should be another way to do this. Okay, anyway, so key exists. This key already exists. Create a key value pair with a different key, or if this is an update, this is an update, use the update command. All right, and then, yep. Then we're going to set it, and then we're going to write it. Maybe I will just start writing comments all over the freaking stuff. Yeah. Check. Oops. Determine if an existing key. If so, notify. Okay, so that should work. Let's do that. Let's build. And then this is where I should really get a test going on. There's a flag toggle. Oh, I don't want the toggle. Didn't know that was still in there. I am going to look at doing a custom config command. Let's get that A out of there. But we are going to mess with that. Actually, you know what? Just take it out. We're going to mess with it later. Not something that needs to be done right now. Okay. Yep, all that looks good. Add looks good. Set it and write it. Yep. Write the new key value pair to the configuration file. All right, so find existing key. Oh, I should probably just do this whole thing. returns a bool. So find existing key. So if key exists, right? Yeah. I don't need to assign it to that. If true. So I did do that logic right? If true, that, else go ahead and write it. Oh, I need to, of course, put that in here. Now we're good. Oh, that's weird. What did that do to my config file? I just wrote this junk. So that needs to go in there. So if that, and then I need to check if it's null. Well, I could do this, I think. Return. Right, then I can keep my stuff, my nesting down. So here, if the key, oh shoot, how do you check first? I know there's like a Golang string is null or empty. So that's the standard way to do it. Okay. The key, that. The key is 0, the value is 0. Can I do or? Let's try that out. The value. Print line. The key and value must both contain contents to write to the configuration file. All right, let's deal with that. So let's add a key. Cool. And value. The new value I just made up. What did I foobar on that? Oh, derp. There we go. And then if I build that and then do this, he already exists. Perfect, 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 perfect. And we'll just throw in and say 2. There we go. Let's add a new line just for good measure. Actually, let's do this. Let's say wrote the like key value pair. Actually, let's call it pair, and that should be good. I think that should cover it. So we got find existing key here. And maybe I should put this one a little function. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Refactor, extract to method, write key value pair. Are you kidding me? Come on, damn it. The key, whoops. The key, the value. Oh, let's do this actually. Let's say key value. Whoops. There we go. Key value. Ta-da! Okay. Straighten that out. Oh, did I took out the... I left that in there. I didn't need to be there. That doesn't really need to be there either. Find existing key. Right, return bool. This is write key value pair. This is find existing key. Yeah, okay. Looks good. Indeedy. All right, so let's take this junk out of here. Get status, get added the write to configuration file command, and all right, there's that one for everybody. And let's do view. All right, all keys, all settings. See, that's the thing though. Format.println viper.get. Let's get a string. Username and password is what I want. Username, password. Shoot. How am I doing that in that other project? Okay, so in this, I have root and then API secret, viper.bind environment. Here, I have that too, helper.check, viper.bind environment. Doesn't appear to be erroring out. Now when I run this though, yeah, it's got in there API key, API secret, username and password. But it's not getting the values. And they are in there. Let's take that out for a second. Cobra CLI samples. Oh, these are actually blank. Okay, so let's say, give me a. Actually, let's make up one. Let's make up a good one. Fake API key. Yeah, there you go. API generator. What? Yeah, sure. Sounds groovy. Perfect. And then we'll go with a secret one. See, that looks nice and crazy. Damn it, it's still not doing that. Something is missing. So in this, I did this and then use configuration config file used. So let's do that. Get that back out of the way. Let's find other usages of this. Oh, whoops, API. Okay. Viper get string. That's what I'm doing. Helpers check, bind environment. Yeah. Okay, not super sure what the deal is there. Let's do, yeah, find them. Should do that. Configurations there are, oh, it's all uppercase. I wonder if that has an effect. Let's do a crazy thing and see. Okay, we know that's there. Ah! Oh, good. Okay. Why is this such a pain in the ass? Don't select the whole thing. There we go. Let's do API key. Yeah? All right, if that works, I'm gonna be like, what the hell? Case sensitive for the lose. I'm sure it probably says that somewhere in the docs. Somewhere, right? But, yep, anyway. All right, let's do this. Make it more representative of what's actually happening, right? API key, API secret, and then username, password. Then here, we're gonna go with that big old thing. Let's see here. Cobra CLI samples underscore copied. Now API secret. Whoops. Whatever. I'll just type out each one. Username. Whoa, nope. I want this. Yeah. Cobra CLI samples password. And boom. All right, that's there then. Then yeah, username and password's over there. Cool. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. So we just got root done. We got a lot done, actually. We got view done. Okay, so let's get that in there. Okay, and this is going to be the same for update. Wait, did I not do? I did add. Oh crap! Did I do config? Oh, whoops. Oh yeah, create's supposed to be. Let's get rid of create. Guess I could have just edited the file, but anyway, Cobra, add, update, -p. Is it -p? I hope it is. That's what I remember it to be. So that's what I'm going with. Let's see here. Cobra add update -p config command. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So add that. Then add in here. We need this bit. All right. Copy. There we go. This can go away. I guess the other bits are just there though. Let's do this. Actually, let's see. New directory. Configuration. Actually, let's go config mgmt. Config management. Yeah, that's that. Okay. And then we're going to create a file, and I'm going to call it, well, we'll call it config. Shit, that's not what I wanted. Refactor, rename, config mgmt. There we go. I'm going to add that. And here, what are you fussing about? Oh yeah, okay, there we go. So update is just like add, except it's just going to overwrite in there, so I put that in at the beginning. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'm gonna actually call this refactor extract method. Call it validate key value config key value pair. Yes, bool, and then in here we'll do key string value string like so, and then okay, let's see if we can do that. Let's put it back real quick, and then we'll refactor it from a different perspective. Okay, so that's in there. So these parts are going to be needed. Yes. Okay, so let's do that part. And those don't have any. Yeah. Okay, this part. Let's do refactor, extract, method, then validate. Oops. Validate key value pair. Here, keys. Damn it, come on. Bool. And then here would be key string value string. Oh, what did I do now? Oh, yeah. So, key string value string. That's what I needed, not this. So it's the key, the value. Let's refactor this to key and refactor that to value. There we go, much nicer. So we'll do the check here. If true, return. So here we'll do key value. This is key. All right, so all of these, yeah, so basically this one, existing, write key, and validate key, all need move to config management. So we'll do this one and this one. Add command, nope. We'll go package, config, mgmt. What? Okay, well, we'll mess with you in a minute then. I guess let's... No. Come on. Quit being a pain. Let's do just one. Refactor, move, find existing. Let's go to config management. There you go. Yeah. Okay. That's what I was trying to write. Weird. Oh wait, cancel. Let's do this. Now let's get the other ones. Okay, exported. Which, yep, it should probably change their names from that lowercase to change the scoping. Yep, there it is. See, validate, write, find. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. All right, so now if we go into, geez, got all this junk open in here. Check that out. Look at that. That file is beautiful now. Our run function is just this. Yeah, cool. Okay, so Key value. Done deal. We pass it in, get it validated. Once it's validated, we write the keys. If it's not, it just returns, bumps back out. We'll get a message, of course, based on what this is. So if we go to declaration of usage, see, oh, look at that. It even wrapped the true false in there and took out the returns, the basic returns, right? So if we get here, it just returns true. If it gets here, returns true, found existing, right? But we get this message. So then, as I was saying over here, if true, return. It just skips out of it after it prints the error message from this, okay? Then we got write key value pair. And find existing, of course, is wrapped into this. Oh. Or it's right here is where it's at. So it doesn't need to be outside of the scope. So let's tweak that. Yeah, okay, so that's won't be cluttering up stuff outside anymore. All right, yeah. So add okay, so this is telling me that there's something here. So add and update are almost identical. I could take this, make a function out of it. Thinking. See, because I'm still copying and pasting. I don't want to copy and paste. I want to do an add or remove. So let's do this. Let's take this. I'm going to manually refactor this one. Cut that. Go over here. And then, whoops, let's do func add key value pair. Add config key value pair. Like this, and then we're going to do key string value string. And then that's it. We just want that to happen, right? But you know what? We're gonna return an error. What's error? Yeah, so we'll return an error if that doesn't happen. So now this is right here within all of this, and then this is the command. Let's see what it does for me. Import that. There we go. Yeah, okay. So if we go back to add and then we look at this, so it's Cobra command, pointer to that. So let's do that. Whoops. CMD, boom. Okay. Refactored like a king. To this, what? Oh, shoot. Yep. So that cleaned that up, right? And then here, this needs to return, remove, first pair, add missing. Oh, let's see here. Return false. So say remove first result parameter from function. Add missing return values. Remove first result parameter from function. Oh. New error. Return error. Wait, shoot. How do you... Oh, yeah. Here we go. Format error. Fix this validate. Actually, how do I... To complete this change, update to supply to validate correctly. to meet validation. Well, actually, let's just do this. Validation errors. What do you mean green crap? Oh. Oh, but just error line. Error. Errors for. Oh, here we go. No. I don't want to return an error. It's just validation. It's not an error. It's just you just fix it. So validate key value pair. Oh, I know what. Return that. Whoops. Yeah. Oh, actually, shit, I could have done that. So let's do, yeah, return. This is actually kind of better. It might not be kind of better, but we're gonna go with it. So return error. How do you do this? Damn it. So let's get syntax for that. Golang return error. Oh, let's just do a log actually. Yeah, let's do. Oh, but I need a return. I need a break out of it. Oh no, I could do log not fatal dot warning. Dot print line. Validation not met for no. There we go. Yep. Okay, that should work beautifully. Oh, yeah, I don't even have to do this. Boom. All right, look at that. Now we're down to 3 lines there. Okay, and so this is just doing the validation. This can now be refactored to just say validate, because it's only in here. Right key value pair also can be refactored just to say that. Okay, so those 3, yep, they don't need to be available outside of this. This one is the one that's being called. Then we want to do this func update. Oh shoot, config. Let's actually, I want to make them fit together, right? So we're going to do refactor, rename. There we go. And then we'll have func config key value pair update. And that'll be key string value string. Func config key value pair delete. We call it delete? Yeah, okay. That's key string that. All right. So basically this is going to be that. All right. Yeah. And it's going to be the opposite of that. So update. Hey, Dalek. I am writing some Go code around building a CLI with the Cobra framework. Just getting it where right now I can do reads and writes to a configuration file to add configuration values if I want to. And yeah, that's what I'm working on. So nothing super advanced. I wanted to set up a project that shows how this is done though, because I keep finding myself going back through and finding like little bits of functionality from the Cobra framework that I want to remember how to use, and I don't remember. I look at the docs, a little confusing. I'd rather just have a working example, so I'm building a working example. That example, if you'd like to check it out yourself, is actually out here, github.com/Adrian. What did I call it? I think Cobra CLI samples. There it is. So this is the project. I put that in chat there. So if you want to check it out, if anybody else wants to check it out, dive in there, submit an issue, clone it, fork it, whatever you want to do. I'll actually get in there and commit what I just did. So let's get the terminal up. Git status, git add. Whoops, I want to remove the binary. Oh, and then let me run it real quick. So there's the view. It still works, right? Yep, there's my stuff. Then, okay, with it built, See the command now, I can say something like the CLI, which is the command for this build. I just called it CLI in my build. Then config view, whoops, view. No, config, just like that. Oh, whoops. I have to build it first. I have that in a script, build script file right there. Gotta add some tests. And then config view, there we go. So that shows our various pieces. The environment variables aren't available in this because I'm running it from the CLI, the terminal I mean, which this build up here, I have the environment variables set. In this, I do not have the environment variables set yet. So then you say that, but then you can say add. Oh, and you saw the variables. Here's the actual file, right? I got a description, name, and something. So now I can say config add key Dalek joined and value. Hey Dalek, follow me at https on twitch.tv.adrianhall for codes. So it said it wrote that key value pair. So now if this refreshes, there it is. There is the key and here's the value. So yeah, if you're interested in this kind of stuff, definitely follow, give me a sub, or just hang out, loiter, and enjoy the metal. This is basically what I do almost every day. Try to keep my events updated so that everybody knows when I'm streaming, which, speaking of, I need to get in there and update that stuff now. So we'll do that in a little bit. All right, so gonna get that stuff added. Actually, let's look at it via the interface. Here we go. All right, added the functionality around write and update, or I should say write, add, and update. And then I think that, what's this file? Oh yeah, it's just that junk. We don't want that junk, just this stuff. Oh, what's my warnings? Unused. Oh yeah, of course it's unused. Okay, let's get it pushed up with no warnings. We'll get it done right. Now with no warnings. Boom. All right, there we go. And with that done, I'm gonna actually roll out and get myself some lunch because I need some lunch. So I will catch everybody in just about an hour for some more of this Go Code. So in the meantime, feel free, again, like I said, to check out that GitHub repo. Put in issues, file it, clone it, copy it, fork it, whatever you want to do. It's all good. It's up there as an example. And I will catch everybody on the flip side. But let's see if there is somebody to raid. Yeah? How about that?
What are you saying?
Let's hear it. Who else is putzing around? Oh, Michael Jolly's coding. Oh, Mr. Greggles is rocking out. If you haven't seen this dude, check Mr. Greggles out. He plays. Check him out. He's freaking amazing. And watch his, like, watch his camera angles as they switch. Look at that. He's got that shit all like triggered and stuff. It's amazing. As a matter of fact, let's hey, look at there. I got a 5-month anniversary.
This is something else.
There we go. We are gonna raid Mr.
Thank you
Grayling's.
for the 5-month resub. Hey all. How you doing, my friend?
There we go. I'll catch everybody a little later. Cheerio.